Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Beyond the Surface podcast with Sharene. I'm your host, Sharene. Come on in the room. I have a giveaway today, so I need y'all to come on in. Come on in. We're going to give you a couple minutes to get here. And if once you get here, say a hey. I need a hey in the comments so I can see y'all. Yeah, we have a few things to talk about tonight. Some good stuff. Right? We're going to talk about some current affairs. Wait, so is this what people do, right? They go live and then they put their head down like they're writing something. I see the people do that.
And then they look up.
And then they wait and then they look up. And then they be like, oh, ain't nobody on here yet. And then they put their head back down and then they look back up. I know those people and I log off. Because what are you waiting for? I'm here. Yeah. Are you waiting for who?
There's a lot to go.
No, like I don't just come on, ma'am, sir. Sir, ma'am. I need you to get on here and tell me what's going on. Or do you wait for like maybe 3 or 4 or 5 people to come on? If you are here on the podcast, come in the comments, say hi. You see, we have Mr. Producer on the microphone. He's making a special appearance today because we are definitely going to talk about some marine stuff. Hoorah. Yes. So come on. If you can you share? If you are on the live, can you share the live? Share the live. Ain't that the oh, hey, driving, but I'm on. All right, cousin Tim. Yes, appreciate you. So yes, if you are here, can you share the live that you're watching? You know, invite more people. Today we're talking about life insurance or GoFundMe because listen, we need some financial literacy
and all the things connected to life insurance.
Yes,
financially.
Yes, we need that in the community. So we are here today to talk about some financial literacy, some help, life insurance or GoFundMe because I can say when I see people post GoFundMes, I'm like, I know you had money. I know you had money. I know you did. You should have got some life insurance. So I would like to, we're going to talk about that today. So if you are here in the comments, I'm not going to put my head down like the people do. That's what I told them earlier. You know how the people, they'll be like this. They'll be like writing, put their head up. How many people are here? Okay, put my head back down. We're not doing that today.
No, but because you really can't tell how many people are on. You know,
I think you can.
It says like 5 or 6 people.
I see 3 people in the comments.
Right, but that's some people. But then their friends are on there too.
Yes.
By the time I finished the night, like last week, we had like 400 or 500, I think.
Views.
By the time we finished views. By the time we finished
thank you all for sharing and everything. Last week we had a great show. We had Mrs. Nina. Ooh, applause. We had Mrs. Nina Hendricks. And she talked to us about obituaries, writing our own obituary and writing our own program because, you know, we made a post. I made a post a month ago or so. And a lot of people went on comments and talked about how we should like talk about this. So
why it's so important.
And I got a lot out of that show.
I did too, because people don't realize that they don't know you. They don't know what you want to leave as your legacy. And you may think something totally different about a person when they pass away. You thought, oh yeah, they were this, they were that, they were this. And they wanted you to tell this other story. So it's good for someone to write it down.
Yeah, and you're writing your legacy. It's your legacy that you're leaving. So that is so important for you. What'd you say, Jess? And all the state employees need to tap into know what is eligible to us. Correct. And you just don't need former state employee here, state of New Jersey, Department of Corrections. You still need more than the insurance that you have from your employer. That's financial literacy. Like, what are you leaving to your family? Do you have insurance, Colson?
I have insurance, of course.
Okay.
I have every kind of insurance there is.
And as men need to have insurance to make sure their household is taken care of. Because let me tell you something, I need your money. I need your money to help.
And we don't as Black people, we don't be thinking of that stuff. A lot of times people don't think that, but we do. We don't want to leave our loved one out there.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that you don't want to be stuck with this mortgage and all these bills and everything.
Hey, Karen.
You got to think ahead.
Kathleen.
Some people got to think ahead.
I love you. Hey, Dar. Dar's here.
Is Dar there?
Hey, Andrew P. Matthews. Yes. So yes, we are talking financial literacy, life insurance, or GoFundMe. How it is so. Oh, look who's here.
Hey, I'm here.
Just pop on the screen. Yes. So
the blessed man is here.
The blessed man is here.
Yes.
So we can talk about what have we been up to.
Mm-hmm.
I have some things planned that I would like to talk about. I would like to plan it. What'd you say, Jess? Yes, there's a lot of non-contrib. I don't know if I can't see it.
What?
Put it on the screen. Show. Okay, there it goes. I can't see that little. Contributory insurance as current or former state employees. There is money to help for funerals in addition to your life insurance. Oh. Okay. I don't know if I know about that.
All right, Jess.
Yes.
A little bit,
So for those who work for, state or department of whatever, there's some information for you. So yeah, I want to plan an outing. What do you guys think about? Have you guys been to Yay Clay in Philadelphia? Yay Clay. I'm going to tell y'all what Yay Clay is about. Yay Clay is in Philly. It is on, I don't know what street it's on, but it has theme rooms and you can go in there and you are on like a little wheel.
Okay.
Oh, you were supposed to bring your cup. You're on like a little wheel and you wet it and the clay goes in a circle and you're spinning it and you can make like a vase. Are you sure? Don't worry about it. You can make a vase. You can make a cup. Okay. You can make a cup. You can make a bowl. You can make a few things. So we went there. Can you post the notes about this subject? What notes? So yes. So they are BYOB. So you can bring your own drinks to the class. And once the pieces are finished and fired, then you can pick them up at a later date and they can be shipped to you. Would you like to? Oh, look what I made. So I went and here it goes. Here's my famous cup from Yay Clay. You see that? So the lady helped me make like a little circle like this. This was separate. And then I attached this on. Mm-hmm. And then we painted it. Little paint on it. Oh, no, we didn't paint it. I told a fib.
What?
Is it alive or a fib? My mom watching, it might be a lie. I did press these letters into it here. There you go. Look at that. RAC. Yes. So yes, I think we should plan a day for Yay Clay. So y'all let me know. Yes. Y'all let me know how or when you would want to go.
I think I would. Yeah. I think
you're a little artsy fartsy.
Yeah, I like that. And I love that cup. When you got that, that was one of my birthday presents.
It was one of your birthday presents.
And it had my initials on it, which, I like my name on everything. I'm about that.
Yes. So if you guys would like to go to Yay Clay with the initials, yes, Bex. Yes. If you guys would like to plan a trip to Yay Clay, let me know. We could plan a group trip where we're all in the same group. And do that way, or we can all like buy our own tickets, or I could be like, okay, we'll do like maybe 20 people. I don't know how much the group holds, but y'all let me know in the comments if you're interested in Yay Clay. So you can make a vase, you can make like a bowl that you keep your keys in by the door. Somebody has seen that over there. You can make a mug, so you can make pretty much anything, and they're very beautiful, like gifts.
Yeah. And Deanna, we are putting as many notes as we can in, but if you'd like to, we always tell everyone to go ahead and watch this show over. They can watch the show all week long. It's on Facebook, it's on YouTube. You can watch it all week long and get, take notes. a lot of our shows and stuff are to, especially, they're to empower you, to enlighten you, to inform you,
encourage. Come on with the words.
I mean, I'm
Come
saying
on with the words.
Beyond the surface. We go beyond this, beyond. No,
Okay.
we go beyond the surface.
What I do have is we have our book club meeting. We're going to talk about this book, right? We are here. I give myself permission, and you guys know I love this book. We are talking about, this is from Dr. George James. Ooh, where are we at? Right there. Dr. George James. I am doing a giveaway of this book. Giveaway. So if you are here and you are watching, this book is simply about giving, not simply because it's very deep. It's about giving yourself permission to forgive, to live, to love, to go and pursue your dreams, right? So this topic is literally where this podcast comes from. Literally, right here. I gave myself permission to do this thing. So yes, I want you guys to feel empowered too. So the giveaway goes, give me a number. I have a number written down already on my paper. So it is yes and guilt-free.
You're not doing it yet, are you?
I'm doing it right now.
You can wait.
No.
Come on, you gotta wait for a couple more people to come on.
Who coming? They're gonna come on and they're gonna lose.
Sure.
They're gonna lose out.
You can do it.
You never know what's going on here. I give money away.
You give money away.
And we give a book away.
Today we
and I'll just send you for Can You Win? If you don't have the book, you can win. Now, do y'all have the book? Y'all ain't got the book. Yes, so yes, D, you can win. So a number between, that's right, let's get it. A number between 1 and 55. I have a number between 1 and 55. The first, when it shows up on the screen, I will let you know. So y'all can just go ahead and ping that chat with numbers, and I will let you know who puts it in. A number between 1 and 55. Cousin Tim, you put 57. You a little above the 55, my mans. I got Kathleen. Whoa.
They got 38, 34,
36.
Everybody's in their 30s.
They're in the 30s. Oh, I remember my 30s. I met you in my 30s.
You did.
I did. I was like a little hot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hot chickadee.
A little hot chickadee. So yes.
28.
28, 45. Yes. So you are going to win a book.
Said 46.
I give myself permission from Dr. George James. So hey, cousin Cindy.
Renee said 44.
I don't see those.
Come on now.
Okay.
Cynthia.
Wait.
Kathleen
I
says
think
54.
the number already came up.
What's the number?
Don't say
it yet.
I see the number already.
Show me.
How am I going to show you with fingers?
Yeah.
Let me write it down.
And I'll see.
Because this is too much. I don't even, let me write it down.
Numbers
for
are
you.
still coming. 59, 30, 33.
So that way you can.
Uh-oh.
I know. I think I see it.
I think we got a winner. What is it? Winner.
Chicken dinner. winner, chicken dinner.
Yes, we do have a winner.
Did I show y'all?
We do have a winner.
Ready? Y'all are good.
Put on the screen.
Bow.
Kathleen McLaughlin.
McCarran. Yes,
she is the
that's
winner.
my girl. She just told me she loved me back.
Yay!
That's love. I love that.
Good job.
Kathleen is my girl. She got me. And although we don't. Oh, you have the book. Yes. Although we don't see each other often, like I took a spin class with her. And when I tell y'all, like the glutes was tight, the thighs was together. So if you can take a spin class somewhere like Kathleen was, congratulations to you, Kat. Thank you. So yes, I'll inbox you for this. For the book. What else are we doing? Current affairs. Oh, Bernae says she has the book too. Great. Who else? Somebody else said that's the book. Yes, Dr. Emily Cannon. We have another one. Yes, a book. Yes, a great teacher she was. She was amazing. We're going to talk about some current affairs. So did you guys watch the women's ice hockey? My girl Layla, is her name Layla? Layla Edwards is the first foundational Black American to win gold medal in hockey.
Yes. Let's give her a hand. Her a hand.
From America. Oh, yeah, she's not like Canadian Black or like Europe Black. She's like American Black, foundational Black.
So
American.
What do you mean by there are what again? I'm still learning.
Yes. It's hey Heather. So it's foundational Black American. It is Black American. When your great grandparents are from here, it means you didn't come here voluntarily. We are the very foundation of Black America with our families here. And we're generational. We're 4 generational, 5 generations back. Your great grandparent was here, enslaved.
Oh, okay.
So we're the foundational. So it's not, Canadian Black people.
Layla, so she won. So
yes, so
Layla
she won
Edwards.
The very first gold medal.
First gold medal,
I think for a Black woman or foundational Black woman or a man. So yes, congratulations to her.
Congratulations to her. In hockey today, she was killing it.
She was, and she scored.
And she scored
a few times.
My
girl.
They were beating 6-0 every game.
Shutting people out.
Shutting them out.
Yes.
Yeah, now I was worried today because I was watching the game
they
today.
Scored or something.
Yeah, the first quarter they didn't score. Then they did score, but then came back and just wiped them out. Gold.
Yeah, I like that.
The sister got it.
Boom. So if you can go support her, I think on her social medias, that would be cool.
Yes.
Yeah. Speaking of social media, have y'all been keeping up with America's Next Top Model on Netflix? Baby, they is dragging. You know that little meme when they dragging the trash out to the dumpster and then they fling it in there? Yes. They doing that to Tyra Banks. They calling Tyra a mean girl from America's Next Top Model. And that was my show. I think it came out in like 2003. 2003. And I think it's only 3 episodes up there. Mr. Producer is about to get fired.
Oh my God.
You already know. Every week
Jessica, help me.
No.
Somebody.
Yes. He thirsty. So, yes. Make sure you go watch that. You can see, I think, Mr. J, Miss J, they all talk about like Tyra. Some of the girls are still on there.
But they said that they blamed those 3 guys. She blamed those 3 guys for their rating. Their ratings dropped immensely, and she blamed those 3.
Who, Tyra did?
Yeah, and they were
they brought that mean Janice Dickerson on there.
Yeah, and they really won it right. They were putting the money in. They were putting everything in, all the efforts into keeping the numbers up, and she blamed it on them, and it was really her. And
it don't pay when you're nasty. Whether it's in your 20s, 30s, 40s, like you should. That show almost made it to season 3. Yeah, finally glad that door closed. I know. They weren't there being mean. I didn't like it. And I love the show. It was my show, but it was kind of... Oh, wait, you almost made it on season 13? Oh, that would have been amazing.
I was looking out for her, though. He knew better.
Finally glad that door closed.
But
yes,
she
because
Bernay.
We got to bring Bernay on.
She's been flexing on him.
I just need y'all to know. If you are on social media, you can go follow Bernay. Bernay, go strong, Holman. Now, Bernay is all things she's doing. She exercises. She's been in fitness. We'll bring Bernay on. I loved it at first too, Kat. We'll bring Bernay on. Y'all hold your horses. But yes, Bridgerton and Love is Blind. Love is Blind is back on too. I seen that. Did y'all see the man who told the lady he didn't know she was Black in the pod because they could only go off of voices. And then he said this is his first time dating a Black woman ever.
No.
And I think he's like mixed or something. I think he's like biracial. But yeah. I think he said it was his first. I know.
That's crazy.
He got curly hair, Black features. And he said it was his very first time dating a Black woman or being interested in a Black woman.
Was he biracial?
He is. He looks it. I don't know. I'm sure the people found him. But I think his name is Devontae.
I mean, really?
Sir, if your name is Devontae, I think it's the writings on the wall.
Hello.
Whose album is
I mean,
that?
I'm biracial, and I knew when I was younger. Well, you know what? I really didn't. When I was really young, I didn't realize what color I really was because
Jay.
I didn't see color. You know?
Yes.
Then
you didn't see color as a kid
until I started dancing. I figured, wait, hold up.
How didn't you see colors?
I didn't. I just was. We were just running. We was playing. I was getting my white friends, my black friends, my Spanish friends. I didn't care. So that's why.
So we were exposed as young kids to like racism and stuff early. So maybe that's like we didn't have the
maybe your neighborhood was black. I didn't have a black
we lived in a black neighborhood. It was black and like Puerto Rican.
Okay.
Oh, Jay said he's going to be good. Jay Wills. I need y'all to know. I'm not even going to do you today. I'm not. Hey, buddy. I'm not even going to do him today. But I inboxed him for his birthday and asked him to take his horns off when he went to the church house.
Jay's a good guy.
Yes,
good guy.
It's my friend.
He's your friend.
It's always fun.
Right.
So have you guys been watching like the news? Are we like about to go to war with Iran because the Epstein files or something? I haven't really been watching, but I hear that's what's going on.
Well, I don't know. I'll tell you what, these Epstein files is crazy. Once they realize what's going on.
It's a lot going on in those Epstein
maybe
files.
Maybe we can get this red man out of office, from participating in this craziness. But
they like to put him in there. The fact that they put him in there is very bizarre. But
and then they're deflecting because they're putting so much. He's putting so much emphasis on this files. That way it takes off the shadow.
Or Iran.
Right. And right. So that he can continue doing his little sneaky things behind the back. So we got to pray. We just got to pray and watch everything.
Okay.
So let's do our,
we're going to do affirmations. Okay. I was going to skip it. You want to put it up? We're going to do our affirmation today. I tell you this, everyone should start getting their mask and disinfectant because COVID is coming back. Watch what I tell you. Yes, there are definitely a lot of people who, maybe you got to put it in front of me, who, there are definitely a lot of people who are getting sick. So I need you guys to like mask up, like Jay said, mask up and use your disinfectant, take your shoes off, all that back, because they said people are getting really, really sick. We are going to show our affirmation. Here we are. Yes, women need other women in their lives who think they are amazing. Mm-hmm. No competition, no jealousy, no hate, only I love you. I'm here for you. I believe in you. You got this kind of energy. I love that type of energy. That's my type of energy. Women need other women in their lives who think they are amazing.
Good.
I have some amazing people. Yes. No competition, no jealousy, no hate, only I love you. I'm here for you. I believe in you. You got this kind of energy. That's my type of girl. I'm a girl's girl, honey. They said I was a little mean back in the day, but not too mean. I was okay. I didn't know what was going on. Life was life. And I might have been a mean girl if they said I was a mean girl. But I'm better and I am very much girls now. So yes, I'm rooting for us all. I want us all to win. And by us all winning, I have a surprise for us today for our Black History moment. We have someone that we know, a lot of us know, our friends and family, their grandpop, his name is Roosevelt Farrow. Yay for Pop Pop. We call him Pop Pop.
Yes.
Claps in the comments, please. Claps in the comments for Pop Pop. Pop Pop turned 97 5 days ago. Now, awesome. Pop Pop is a Montfort Point Marine. So Ron Colson here, you want to read and I'll do your thing?
Sure. Well, first of all, like Montfort Point Marines were the first Black Marines. Of course, I'm a Marine, as you can see it on my shirt. Praise God, he took me through. And the Montfort Point Marines were the first Black Marines that were out. Blacks weren't afforded to become Marines. The whites did not allow them to become Marines. Mm-hmm. So the Montfort Marines, they were the first Americans African Americans to serve as the Marine Corps during this time when segregation was the norm. From 1942 to 1949, more than 20,000 Black men underwent training at the segregated Montford Point camp in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Despite facing discrimination and prejudice within the Marine Corps, these Marines played a pivotal role in desegregation of the armed forces. In this blog post, we explore the legacy of the Montford Point Marines and their contributions to American history. Okay, they were led by a Black man named Major General Thomas Holcomb. He declared that he was the Commandant of the Marine Corps at the time, and he declared that Blacks had no place, which was crazy, had no place in the organization that they was heading. If there was a question of having a Marine Corps of 5,000 whites or 250,000 Negroes, he said, I'd rather have whites.
My Lord. My Lord.
You believe that?
Yep.
So the Montford Point camp was established in 1942, segregated training facility for African American mix only. Okay, Frank Roosevelt, which is D. Roosevelt, creation.
The president.
He's the president, yes. Created a Fair Employment Practice Commission in 1941, and he mandated that the Marine Corps, despite objections from the leadership, recruited African Americans in 1942. So I mean, it was awesome. So we consider family.
Yes.
One of the only.
There's only 5. There's only 5 left.
And one is here in New Jersey, and
yes,
is our best friend's grandfather. I mean, Jamie
There's
Williams.
Pop.
Chelsea,
look at him.
It's Chelsea Williams. Pop. Look at him.
This is Gunny Sergeant Roosevelt Farrow. That's who is on your screen. He is legacy. He is Black history.
He is Black history. Let me tell you, we talked about the Montford Point Marines, and they stayed at Montford Point, and they were the only Blacks that they wanted to fight so bad, and the whites would not allow them to fight.
Right.
And they fought, and they even formed their own. They got together and formed their own boot camp. They trained on their own. They stayed and they worked on it without anyone knowing behind the scenes. And then they finally said that these guys are better than us. We got to get them out there on the field with us. And the Montford Point Marines made history.
So on Tuesday, in Philadelphia, there is a short film showing, and it's entitled "The Gunnery: A Montford Point Marine," and it's all about Gunny Sergeant Roosevelt Farrow. I believe I'll share the post, and you can watch it live. It says he was born in 1929 at the start of the Great Depression, shares his lifelong dream of becoming a U.S. Marine despite the racial barriers of his time. Raised by his grandmother in humble conditions, he was inspired by the sight of the Marines visiting his community. Farrow's determination led him to join the Marine Corps, where he faced the challenges of Montford Point boot camp and eventually became an expert marksman.
Wow.
So I was talking to Ron, and Ron said, that's
he's
pretty serious.
We start out as marksmen, and then we become sharpshooters. Then if you're all that, which is the highest score I think you can get is like 225. To be an expert, you have to shoot 220. That's like every bullseye there is.
And they talk about that. He talks about that in the movie. Yes. And he retired at Gunnery Sergeant after 21 years. Although he never saw combat due to his view, his beloved wife, Anna Mae's prayers, he realized the significance of his journey when he witnessed Black officers rising in the ranks. Farrow's story is a testament of perseverance and the pursuit of one's dream, encouraging others not to give up on their aspirations despite humble beginnings and social injustice.
Wow.
Yes, this is Pop. So, proud Marine daughter here. Hoorah. Yes, Dr. Green. Yes. So thank you for your service, Pop. Thank you for breaking down barriers.
So awesome.
When people did not want you in their community or in the service, we were really at war, and it was no, we don't want the Black people here.
Right. And
we'd rather have how many ever white people? That's crazy. But thank you, Pop-Up. Thank you for doing that.
To 1949. In 1949,
God bless.
They finished it because they proved their point.
He just got honored. What's at the top of that paper? He was
honored at the 2024 National Montfort Point Marine Association. He was inducted in the Hall of Fame.
In the Hall of Fame last year.
Gunny Sergeant.
24.
Yep, as 97 years old now.
Yes. So Pop-Up turned 97. So happy belated birthday, Pop-Up,
happy
to
belated
you.
Birthday.
5 days away, 97. That is a lot of legacy.
Yes.
He has a beautiful family. They are like, I'm going on Tuesday because I love Pop-Up. I mean, Pop-Up and Ron are like neck and neck.
Yes.
For my favorite Marine.
Amen.
And he's okay with it. Like Pop-Up is legacy. So the fact that he's endured so much, came through so much, that is so much respect for his, and did 21 years.
Yes.
So that's a long time. So we love you, Pop-Up. We thank you for your service. So yes, Roosevelt Farrow, age 97, lives in New Jersey. So I believe they got it, the medal of, what's it called? The medal? What's the medal called? The gold medal. The gold medal of
which
that.
one?
I think President Obama gave it to them.
Oh, there's a gold medal of honor.
I think when in 2012? Don't escape me. 2011, 2012, I think they got the gold medal and they called them up to Washington, D.C. and they gave the living Montfort Marines who were left.
Because there was like 4 or 5. Gold. Yeah, about 4 or 5 was in New Jersey. Yeah. And they all passed away. I had 3 of them were great friends.
Oh, yeah, because what's my guy's name?
Brady.
Yep. Brady. Egbert, we had when Egbert
Brady.
Medal of Honor, Congressional Medal of Honor. Thank you, Charla.
Yes.
Yeah, so they got awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor. So we have someone in South Jersey. We actually had our guy Brady who was in Vineland. But yes, the Congressional Medal of honors.
Yes.
Awarded by the President of these United States, Barack Obama. So that was probably, that was in my head, I'm thinking that would have been so awesome as him being in his, he was probably in his 80s and getting awarded an award from a Black president. Like, that's crazy. Not crazy, but that's amazing.
Yes, amazing.
Yeah,
amazing.
So we salute. Can I salute? Am I allowed to salute? Not allowed to salute.
You can salute, babe.
Salute. We could do this one. We salute you, Pop-Up. We love you. So Tuesday, I will share the I think there's a link where you can watch it on Facebook Live. Where he is getting he's gonna have a movie. There is a little service. So yeah, so we will be there on Tuesday.
Yes.
We love Pop-Pop. If you guys can. His granddaughters are in the comments.
Mm-hmm. Charla
Frazier and Chelsea Williams. Yes. So he has a beautiful legacy.
Beautiful family.
A beautiful family. Yeah. So we thank him. We thank him for his service. He is amazing. He is so humble. He is so nice. He's like one of the nice guys. So yeah, so thank you. That is our Black History moment here. There's only 5 left and we have one.
Yes, we do.
So yeah,
so I think one of the last things we can mention, because we got to bring our guest on. I can't wait to hear our guest come on. But we have the Levi.
Oh, yes. So I'm sorry I missed this. February, what date is it? February 28th. Your boy, your man's over here. There is a short film screening of The Drop Off.
The Drop Off.
That is a film written by Mike Davis, filmed by Levi Finney, and it will be at Camden Bar. I think I have a flyer, babe.
Yeah, we're doing a film. So my new thing now says that I've been getting into it. Not that I don't have enough to do, but I've been acting a little bit here and there. If you go on my Facebook, you can see a couple of my little films, short films. I'm not going to call them little because,
we're all doing big things.
Yes. And you, come on now. Don't act like you ain't in it now. Come on now. She is epic. She is epic in these films. Let me tell you something. They give her lines.
So we're going to put the flyer. I'm going to put the flyer.
So we're going to celebrate.
So this is it.
On the 28th. It's only $10 to enter.
Yes.
It's going to be our premiere on that day. They're going to have, some hors d'oeuvres, watch the film,
Short
for the
film
first
screening
time before it comes out. And we're going to have a few of these until we hit the big screen maybe one day. Who knows?
If you guys want to go to the Cash App, it's Cash App Book of Levi Films. You could send your $10 there. It is in Camden at State Bar. I am going to be hosting a live podcast there because I'm in my bag right now.
She's in her bag, y'all. Q&A.
It's hosted by Levi Finney. He is a filmmaker, a producer, a writer, an actor. Yeah. So he's been helping Ron with his acting career.
He's doing
because my man act now.
What? Who? Me? Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah.
So that's that. If you guys need more information, inbox us because we want to.
We want everybody to support Black local businesses.
Yeah.
We're gonna be on the big screen.
My man is in there.
Netflix. We're going there, y'all.
Come see my man on the screen.
All right, y'all.
Okay. So next, so we are Beyond the Host podcast, Beyond the Surface podcast. I'm your host, Sharene Colson. Today, we are here to talk about life insurance. Last week, we talked about, we had Sister Nina Hendricks. She told us about obituaries and she talked to us about writing our own funeral program, which was very it was interesting to know, like, I want to make sure my family knows what I want and I don't want them to put no extra into the program. Just don't. So today we are talking about life insurance or GoFundMe. A lot of times in the communities, there isn't enough money to bury people or to pay bills, or like if one of the spouses pass away, there is no money for the other spouse to remain in the house and live comfortably. So we want to talk financial literacy today. So today we have Dr. Emily Cannon today. She is with Primerica. Now, I'm going to bring her on. Here she going to come to the stage.
Hello. Good evening, everyone.
How are you?
I am great. Thank you. I love it. You and your husband are great together. I'm sitting over here rolling at some of the comments. I love it. I absolutely love the energy between the two of you. Amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing.
So I need y'all to know, earlier in the week when I initially made my post, I called it Prime America. And Emily inboxed me and said, it's Primerica. And I was thinking to myself, that's the very, were you on the Pittsgrove Board of Education?
I am on the Pittsgrove Township Board of Education. I am in year number 9.
Someone asked that in the comments.
The first African-American to ever serve as president of that board in the over 100 years of its existence.
Come on, Black History on the screen.
I served 6 years as president.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. So yes, Kat, she was president. I love that.
Yes. I just stopped being president and as of January 1st, but I served 6 years of my 9 as president. And like I said, the first minority to ever hold that seat in our district.
Wow, that's awesome. Congratulations to you. Yay. I love that. So welcome to our podcast. Do you want to introduce yourself to the folks?
Hi, I am Dr. Emily Cannon, and I am a district leader with Primerica. I am on the Set the Trend team, where my amazing leaders and everything are Coach Terrence Hickman and Coach Stephanie Rhodes. And we have an amazing team, and I'm just grateful to be part of the team and help to enlighten people about the needs of life insurance and so many other financial issues that we face throughout life that can help turn things around. We don't always have to be the underdog. We don't have to always be scrounging for this and going after this and that. We need to be in the forefront, and we need to step up and do what we need to do for ourselves and our families. So It's always my pleasure to be able to try to educate and inform and empower.
That's what we're here for. Education, empowering. We need the information, and we are coming to you for it. So financial literacy, what all does that kind of encompass?
Financial literacy, in essence, for us, or the way I look at it too, is how your money works. Understanding how money works and what we need to be doing with our money, where we need to put it, things we need to purchase, things we need to do for ourselves, for our families, for our futures. It's not about get the money, spend it right now. And no, we have to stop doing that. My parents used to say, that you get money and it burns a hole into your pocket until you spend it. So a lot of people still have that mentality. You have to understand that you need money. We need money to live.
Right.
We have to have money to pay our bills. We have to have money to take care of ourselves, our families, and do the things that we need. But so often we fall short because we have missed the mark with our money. We have not set up a budget. We have not taken a look at what we have and what we don't have. We have not learned to focus on what do we really need? Is it really a need or is it a want?
Right.
And sometimes if it's a need, you have to handle it. If it's a want, sometimes you have to put that to the side for now until you can really afford to do it. And we're so busy trying to impress and keep up with this one and keep up with that one that we are mismanaging our money. And the key to that is like many times, if you were to walk up to somebody and say, you know what, if you can tell me exactly how much money or how much money you owe or how much debt you have, I'll pay it off.
Whoa.
Most people couldn't tell them.
Could you tell Ron Colson right now?
Exactly. To the
Do you have, I'm asking Ron Colson, could you, if somebody walked up to you right now, do you have like within $1,000, do you know how much debt you have? You have.
Within $1,000?
Within $1,000.
Well, I do this.
He probably could.
This is what I do.
He probably could. Okay.
But on average,
the average person
could not.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not quitting for years.
Yeah, they don't look at those things, and that's where we fall short. That's how people wind up getting deeper and deeper in debt because they don't know where they stand at this point.
Yeah. Okay. So what is an age where someone should be thinking about like some life insurance? Should we do it in our 20s, 30s? Some people like started early so the payment low, or just wait until life happens?
I think that parents should have their children covered in life insurance from the time they are at least a year old. They should have a policy all the way up through 18. And then once that child turns 18, they can then get their own policy. The parents may still have to pay into it. And then they can eventually turn it over to that child once they get more established, once they get a job, once they get a career going, then they can pick it up and take it from there. But we service up to 18, and then at 18, then they have to get their own policy. And again, you pay on it until they can take it over themselves and pay on it. But
so will it be the same low price that it was
yes, it stays. There is a minimal increase as the years go on, and it increases too. If you want, say, if your parents were to take out a policy and say, okay, we're going to take out a policy and cover our child for $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, God forbid, in case something were to happen. When the policy switches over 18, you can always say, you know what, I need more coverage than that.
Right.
You can always get more coverage than that. And then, of course, the price will go up and there'll be increase when you get more coverage.
You just add on to it. You'd be like, okay, I want another $20,000 onto my policy.
Yes. Yep.
So
I don't want 20,000 anymore. I'm older now. I'm working. I want 150,000. I want 200,000, and everything like that. And there'll be increase, of course, as you go up, but it won't be astronomical.
Okay. We have a question in the comments. It says, are there benefits to term over whole life insurance?
The benefits to term is that we can get you more coverage for less money. And what we then do is take the rest of the money that if you had whole life or whatever, and you're paying, say, $150 a month for, say, $100,000 worth of coverage. We could take that $150 and we could get you term insurance for maybe even more, for generally more than $100,000. For that kind of money, we could possibly get you $200,000, $300,000 even less. And then what we encourage you to do is take the rest. We take the rest and then invest it. Invest it so that money is making money for you. And that's what we do with term. We say buy term, invest the difference. And it makes a big difference for people, because eventually, as life goes on, we are encouraging people that you don't even, once you have an investment going and your money is growing and everything like that, you have more than enough money to pay for your life insurance and anything else you have going on. By the time you reach 60, 50, 60, 70 years old, you can in paying life insurance, and then just go with your investments, and then that money stays in your pocket and your investments are still growing.
Gotcha. They said perfect answer. I love that. So for the folks who don't know anything about life insurance, they don't know what term is, whole life, any of that, can you give us like a short version of what exactly term life insurance is and whole?
Okay. For us, term is where you can purchase insurance for a term, for a certain amount of time. 20, 25, 30 years. Now it doesn't, and most people think, oh, you just get it for 30 years and after that you're done. You don't have any more. You can't have any more. You can carry it on further. Will the rates will there be an increase in the premium? Yes. Okay. With whole life insurance, you're buying it and it's pretty much fixed the way it is. And there's a cash value to whole life insurance. When something happens, you get a cash value payout. Okay. As far as whole life insurance. With term insurance, there is no cash value, because what we have you doing is investing in different. Your money is working for you. It is growing. Gotcha. Okay. Whole life insurance is also a lot more expensive than term insurance. Okay. And so those are two of the basic differences, because people say, well, you get cash back. But then what I try to say to them too is, like, we have car insurance. We all have car insurance because we have to have car insurance. Well, when you stop paying your car insurance, do they give you the money back?
They don't.
Exactly.
They raise it when you come back.
Exactly. So that's what we say. You're paying less money for term, and you can often get a bigger premium. You pay less money, you get a smaller premium, but you get more money back, God forbid, if something should happen to you and everything like that. And so what we do with setting up term is we try to do needs analysis for the person who's looking for insurance. We want them to, we sit down with them looking at the needs that they have. We can do a needs analysis, break everything out, what their debt looks like, what this looks like, what that looks like. When we're setting up life insurance with somebody, we do what we call the dime. We talk to them about their death benefits. We talk to them about how much insurance they want. We talk about if they have a mortgage, if they have children that are going to need education later on, college. And we try to give a figure for that and say, okay, with looking at this would be what you would need. Now let's put it in terms of how much insurance that would be. Right. And we still, though, we can't tell somebody, okay, you need all of this, you need about $500,000. And so you need a policy that's going to cover, that's going to be $150, $200. Everybody doesn't have that right off the bat. Yeah. So what we do is we work within the budget of the person we are dealing with. Each person is individual. We know that they have needs. They know they have needs. But at the moment, okay, let's deal with the immediate need. The immediate need is to get insurance coverage, because God forbid something happened and you don't even have enough for people to bury you. Right. The 1,000,000 GoFundMes we see all the time.
I know.
And GoFundMe was not designed to be life insurance.
Tell the people again, man.
Yes, GoFundMe was never set up to be life insurance.
It was not.
Never. In 2010, when GoFundMe kicked off, it was a platform. Okay, it was a platform for funding, for expenses of different things, to help people to fundraise and do things. Yeah. We've turned it into life insurance.
Yes, and it is not.
People will not give to their GoFundMe.
If I feel like I know you had the means.
Right. Get mad if you tell, and I have approached people about insurance and they're like, I know I need it. I will. But then if you ask them, you have a cell phone?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I have a cell phone. Okay. And I'll be like, do you have insurance on your cell phone? Oh yeah, because if my phone breaks, I need to be able to replace it with no problems. Well, what if your life breaks?
You cooking.
What if your life breaks? You don't have any insurance. So then your family is left to try to pick up the pieces and figure it out.
Yeah.
I say the same thing about their children. They buy their children expensive sneakers. And I have no problem with people getting their children things. Trust me, if you can afford it and this is what you want to do it by all means. But one of the main things that you need to get for your children is life insurance.
It's life. I don't think people really think like life insurance for their kids.
Right.
I don't even know if it's a thought.
Right. And the thing about it is, if you take a look at our world, and even years ago, I can remember growing up and we, the insurance man would come to the door. My mother would get out her little booklet that she kept.
Yeah.
And he had this big old binder with him where he plops it open and my mom and dad would sit down and make the payments and all that kind of stuff like that. And back then it wasn't, I think, a big issue so much with children having insurance. However, in this day and time that we live in, and over the last 10, 15, 20 years, between the school shootings and all that we see going on, we need to insure our children.
We absolutely do.
We need to insure our children. God forbid, but we don't want anything to happen to them. But we don't know the minds of somebody that's walking in that school, somebody that's walking in that mall, somebody's walking in that restaurant. We all need coverage. We all need coverage wherever we go, any day and time. We do not know what can happen. And, you talk to people and they're like, oh, I don't want to think about it. And I even had my nephew tell me, because he has some children and everything like that. And I told him, I said, you need coverage. You need your children covered. He said, I don't want to talk about it. I said, what do you mean you don't want to talk about it? And he said to me, talking about life insurance makes me know I'm going to die. And I said,
the countdown is on the day you get here.
The reality is that God should tarry. We all,
come on now.
We leave it here. We're leaving here. And I said to him, I said, don't look at it that way. Look at it as a way of just saying, you know what? I'm taking care of my responsibility as a man and as a father to make sure that I don't leave anything negative behind that my family is going to have to take care of, that my mom is going to have to step up and try to do. And my kids, when they're older, are going to have to try to step up and do. No.
Yeah, the stress of it all.
They need it. They need it. And yes, adult children need insurance. Parents need to tell their adult children that you need to have life insurance, because the bottom line is that if something happens to them, they're coming knocking on the parents' door. Mom and dad.
So can you get insurance on your adult kids?
You can, but they have to be willing to be a part of the process.
Oh, so you just can't say, little Mook is out there shooting up the place and I need insurance on him.
No, because I have a friend who wanted to get insurance. And I said, well, if you can ever just get him home to sit down long enough, even if it's for a couple hours, we can work on a policy. I'm trying to read the comment. I see this comment on the screen. Are there behaviors like that will avoid your policy? Like motorcycle with no helmet driving.
Motorcycle, no helmet.
Not once you have the policy in place. If that's a question that is asked when we do set up a policy with somebody about different things that you do within your life. Like, are you a scuba diver? Are you jumping out of airplanes and all that type of thing? And it doesn't necessarily negate you getting a policy. It just may increase your premium somewhat. It's definitely not just a no.
Right.
But if you have the policy and then that's something you've gotten into after you had your policy, that does not negate your policy. No.
Okay.
What you get your
Dr.
policy
Hughes says she has
when you stop paying on it.
policies on her adult children. You know what? I think I do. I'm pretty sure I do have policies on my adult kids.
Sure.
Thank you.
Sure. I have policies on my 2 grandchildren. I have a policy. My grandson aged out because he's now 20. What is he? 24, Lord. And so I rolled it over into his name. So it's now his and his, but my 8-year-old granddaughter is still part of mine. So, and everything like that. And I'm sure her parents probably have stuff, but grandma wanted to step up, make sure things was covered and everything like that. But yeah, I think as parents, and I tell parents this, you have to encourage your adult children to get life insurance if they don't have it.
Yeah.
And if they don't have it and you're willing to pay for it, it depends on what the health condition is, Kathleen. It really does, because there are a couple questions that they do ask, and it really just depends on the health condition, or if it was something previous, how many years ago it was, as opposed to maybe right now. And if it's right now, then that's something we would have to look at and see what it is and where it falls.
Because is that like medical, like pre-existing, like diabetes?
Something that's pre-existing that may have been, say if you were on high blood pressure medicine.
High blood pressure.
Maybe 5 years ago, but you're no longer on it. That would not impact anything.
Okay. So it's like current within a certain amount of time?
Within a certain amount of, say, a year or so, it depending on what it is. It could play a part in rating you as to what you're valued at or what you can get and how much and what the cost would be.
Oh, got you. Okay. That makes sense, because I know with COVID, I was on like blood pressure pills for like a quick second, like 6 months or something, and then it went away.
Right.
But I don't think that, like you were saying, that wouldn't have like either or
effects. But they asked a number of questions. They will ask if you were hospitalized at any recent time, or how, they asked if you are a smoker. They asked, if you are using substances. They ask all those types of things because they want to know what's happening with your body. They do ask questions, and they do look at conditions. Are you diabetic? Are you on medications for certain situations? Do you have cancer? Things of that nature. So they're going to make inquiries, and that then is something we then have to present to the company in the paperwork, and that determines the policy, or if there is a policy. The
amount. And thank you, Howard, for commenting. And she said, thank you for having this platform, that our community really needs this knowledge. And that's why I am here, because, we don't know what we don't know. Some people don't even know that they need a policy, or how much life insurance is, or what's the difference between term and whole, or any of that. So it's the truth. It is so true that they don't know, and they get in. And that's another thing. When you're getting a policy, what you want to do is sit down with the person, and you want them to go over it step by step by step. You don't want to be blindsided. You don't have to guess. You want to figure out, how does this policy work? What am I entitled to? No, that person that you're working with, you're going to go over every possible piece of that policy with them prior to them signing off on it. And then once it comes back in, you can sit and go over it with them again. And then throughout the course of the year, if they want to make changes or updates or things of that nature, they can meet with you. You reach out to them. One of the things we're finding is that people put beneficiaries on their policy. Yes. And may not even tell the beneficiary that they're on the policy. And if something happens to them, there have been policies that have never been paid out. Oh, no. Because the beneficiaries did not know. We asked our policy, we asked our clients, when they give us the beneficiaries' information, to give us the number where we can reach them and everything like that. And we reach out to them, let them know they've been named as a beneficiary of the policy. So at least they're aware that somebody has enough of them that says, if something happens to me, this is who I want to get this portion of the money. Now,
You know, they can't ask you, well, who else is on there? Is my brother on there? Is my sister on there?
Right.
You know, my cousin? No. You're only calling to let them know that they are beneficiary. And then you're asking them also, do you have insurance? Do you have an insurance policy as well? You know, and that's the thing. Our how much life insurance?
Yeah, Kat had a question. How much would life insurance be for children monthly for a $100,000 policy? Just how many children? Is that the question, or?
If she wanted $100,000 policy on her child, I'm gonna say
Let's go one child.
One child, yeah.
Yes,
one child. An estimate could be $25, $30 or more, depending on, like I said, we have to go through those list of things regarding that. A lot of times, it's not, if the child is not 18, they have to be on a policy with an adult.
Okay.
They can't have their own policy until they're 18 and older. They can't, like my granddaughter's 8. She can't have a policy. I couldn't just open a policy in Davina's name and just say, okay, that's her policy and I'm paying on it. She had to be attached to me. Okay. So if the child is under 18, they have to be connected.
The policy has to be attached to an adult's policy.
Yes. So we call it a child rider. We call it a rider that and they can put their child on a child rider. But then once they turn 18, then they go into their own policy.
Okay. We have another comment here from Karen. She said, term insurance has an expiration date with no payout. Some people outlive their term policy. I think we might have covered this, and then are too old to get life insurance. How can someone prevent this? Keep some type of life insurance without aging out. So yes.
Okay. They can also extend that. They can
extend the term policy.
Term policies can be extended. Okay. Sure, the premium is going to go up. It's going to be more money. But because our whole goal is to have term and pay the difference. And invest the difference, excuse me. So we want you to take term, that money you would spend, say if you had whole life. Say if whole life you were paying, like I said earlier, a premium of $150 for $100,000. We could take that, cut that premium down, still give you the same amount of coverage, in most cases more, and take the difference that you were paying of that $150 and invest it for you. So if you decided when your policy, your term was up, that you didn't want to extend it, you wanted to just focus on your investments, because now you've earned enough that you don't even need any more insurance. In your investments, you have well beyond enough to cover your insurance, to cover anything else you might want to do as you've gotten older. You know, because what we do is, it's called decreasing responsibility. When you're younger, you have a lot of responsibility. You got the mortgage, you got the car payment, you got this, you got kids. But as you've gotten older, prayerfully, the mortgage is paid off, the cars are paid off, you know, and everything like that. And you're at a more comfortable place where you don't even need all of that anymore. So now what we try to say is that, you know, I know an older couple who did exactly that. They have gotten to, I believe they're in their 80s now. And they told their children, we're not paying any more life insurance. We have enough in our investments that if something happened to either one of us or both of us, it would be covered and paid for. And then there would still be plenty of money left over, and everything. And their home is already paid off. Their car is already paid off. So they were like, why are we continually paying this? Now that money that they were paying in insurance, they no longer have to do that. They no longer have to do that because they got their investments. So that's more money in their pockets. So now
in their pockets. I like that.
They're cruising and enjoying life.
Ooh, my type of people.
Yes,
Tawanda has a question.
Yes. Tawanda, can you talk about IULs? IULs are similar to whole life, except IULs are more risky because they want to connect an IUL to the investment piece, but it's based on how the investments go, whether it goes up, goes down. You can get a cash payout like you would for a whole life, but that also depends on if the investments have not eaten up your money.
So what does IUL stand for?
Hold on.
Talk about IU. Is it?
Oh yes. Hold on.
Is it unlimited?
Universal life insurance.
Oh, universal. Oh, I had that question. Okay.
Universal life insurance.
Okay.
It's similar to that. And what, and it is, and a lot of people, think it's okay, but the payout or the cash valuable is variable because it can fluctuate.
Mm-hmm.
It can fluctuate, and even in looking at it and looking into it, it can fluctuate depending on the market because it's connected to the market. So you run the risk of, depending on how the market flows, if something happens, you may not be able to benefit from that.
Oh, so I think this talks about beneficiaries, checking your beneficiaries yearly. So how important is that to stay up on your apparently some ex-wives got paid?
Okay, because that was one of the questions. If you're that's a really good one. I love it. Many of ex-wives get paid because that is key. I love it. You have to stay up on your beneficiaries.
Yes.
If you are married and your spouse is your beneficiary and you get divorced, you want to change that. You want to change that, and you want to do it as soon as possible because should something happen to you and you don't change it, they get the money. You may want to change it at that point if you haven't already done so to your children. If you have children.
Oh, right.
If you have children, you may want to, or you want to change it over to them. So they are the beneficiaries and no longer the spouse that you divorced. And as far as having insurance on a divorced spouse, that is not usually something that happens because, once you separate, it's a done deal. Unless you decide in your divorce and in your working out your divorce that this is what you want because there's a need. There's a need for you to keep insurance on that person because maybe you're responsible for the children. You're responsible for this or that. So you figure that, I have to take care of this and I'm responsible. So there are some causes and some reasons where you can petition to keep insurance on the divorced spouse.
So if can you keep the insurance on the divorced spouse without them knowing?
No, that's not the way it's supposed to be done.
Just saying, if not this man, but if two couples break up and one spouse is reckless, right? And then you have little kids, and then one spouse is reckless, and you're like, okay, I know something could potentially happen. I don't want that to fall back on the kids.
Right.
Should you, you can't hold insurance for them, for that reckless spouse? Ex-spouse?
That would have to be decided in the divorce decree. That would have to be something that has to be dealt with through the divorce.
Through court.
And again, if they deem that that's something that's necessary, that it can be done. It's not usually done, but it can be done if it's warranted and needed. And the courts determine that, and you go through the legal process and everything like that. But you can't just keep it on your own and everything like that. You gotta do something with it.
Okay. I wanted to circle back to
Dr. IUL is the index in universal life. Yeah, the IUL. Yeah. I think I called it something else. I called it universal life insurance, but they're very similar to what's happening.
And Dr. Hughes said, you must be careful with your adult children. She said, I know of a family who purchased a life insurance policy for their adult child. He cashed it in to purchase a car. Because I'm young and not dying anytime soon. Unfortunately, he did pass without a policy. What policy is that you can cash in?
Well, that's like if you have a whole life or something like that.
Whole life.
You want to cash it in. But now the ownership, though, that's because he must have had ownership. If you have a policy on your adult child, you can have the ownership where that can't happen. If you give them ownership and you just making the payment, then they have access to the policy to do what they want with it.
And they just go cashing in and get a car, go buy anything.
Yes.
Okay.
You want to maintain ownership of the policy. You just need to know, they just need to know there's a policy and they cannot cash that policy in.
Got you. Tim said, when the term is over,
Yes.
Does the investment part continue?
Yes,
That's a
your
good
investments
question.
continue to grow. Your investments continue to grow. It keeps going. You don't lose your investments. Not at all. It does.
Got
it
you.
continues to grow. Yes.
So it's we have one more question right here real quick. Is the process for changing over your beneficiary complicated?
No. You just talk to your insurance person. They go right into your policy, and you can change your beneficiaries anytime.
At any time, like
At
you
any
just call us a phone
'cause it's
call,
your
fax, and
policy.
paperwork.
Yep, you can call them up. They tell you what you need to do, and you tell them how you want to change it. How you want. And then I've had I was just recently working with a wife, and she has a husband and she has 3 children. So now she's telling me how she wants to break down the beneficiary, like her husband's 50% or 30%, the kids get 50%. So you break it down into percentage you want it and everything like that. But yeah, you can change your beneficiaries at any time, like you can on anything, even on your investments. With me, with my investments, my son, I have one child, my son. So he is the person who would benefit if something happened to me from my investments. It would go over to him and everything like that. So that's another thing. People need to understand that they have to make sure that they have things lined up. So should something happen to them, that the government doesn't walk away with your money because you have not assigned it to somebody. You have not followed through. You have to stay on top of your money.
Yes, I agree.
You have to, and that's where we fall short. We don't budget. We spend. We don't leave a legacy. We leave a burden.
They be like, I can't take it with me.
Right. And that's true. And that's the thing. But we don't leave legacy. We don't leave legacy. We leave burdens. And we don't want to leave a burden. And nowhere should your family have to go out and say, okay, we having a fish fry. We having this, we having that, because we got to put this
chicken dinners
to the ground. Yeah, we need a GoFundMe. When, like I said before, we insure everything else. I know people who insure their watches, their jewelry, because of the quality of it and the how expensive it was. Well, what's more expensive?
Does that include like homeowners?
Yeah. So if you don't have insurance on your house, will you lose your house if you don't have insurance on it? Does it go to the state?
If your house is not insured and you don't have a will and you've left that house and you have not left that house, the state can come in and investigate situations. And that's why you have to have insurance on your house.
Yes.
You want to make sure that's also, if something happens, and that's why people need a will. We also need to get a will. People act like, oh, if I get a will, I'm going to die. Well, guess what? One day we all are. Okay, we need to get over that and move on.
Yes.
Right? Because
please do, people.
Yes, we do. Because without a will, who's going to benefit? The state can come in a lot of times and say, well, they didn't leave it to anybody. So if they owe taxes on it or they owe something against it, if there's a mortgage, then all that has to be dealt with.
And that's part of the financial literacy. It's not only about life insurance. It's about whatever else you have that makes you money. If you wrote a book and then the book booms after you die, who is going to get those funds?
That's right.
Did you leave? Did you make somebody? Who gets your royalties? Thank you.
Exactly.
You have to leave like each and everything to somebody.
Yes. And if you're in a business, if you have a business partner, how does that work? We set up business insurance also for people who have businesses.
Correct.
Who is going to handle the business? Who gets the insurance? Who has it covered? Where does it go? Who owns it? Do you leave your part of the business to your family, or does your business partner know that?
Right.
And everything like that. So there are so many things that we need people to understand with their money, and that's why it's so important to reach out to us and have a conversation. I tell people all the time, if you're having a family reunion, invite somebody like myself over to the family reunion so we can talk about financial literacy. We can talk about the things that the family needs to have in place.
Yeah.
We can discuss this with the entire family. I heard a pastor telling his church the other day, 2 weeks ago, people, we have got to do better with our money. And I was so grateful to hear that. He said, we are losing the fight with our money, and we're because we're spending it all, we're wasting it all a lot of times on things we really don't need, and then the things that we need to handle, we're not handling. He said,
Correct.
invest your money. A lot of investment companies or people who do investing, you have to have big money. You have to have big money to invest. Primerica will start you with $25.
Now, for $25, how much is that policy?
That's not a policy. I'm talking investment right now.
Oh, for investment. Gotcha.
Yes, we have investments. We have people who do investments within our team. And you can start with as little as $25 and say, you know what? I need to get started. I need to start with something. Because the more we wait, the more we lose out on.
Gotcha.
If you start investing and you start something, say at age 25, by the time you're 40, you would have more than if you start when you're 40. So the sooner we can get people to understand the need to start working with their money now, the need to do what they need to do now. Stop waiting. We're from, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. And then we don't get to it. So we need to work.
Dr. Hugh here, she said her financial advisor advised her to assign her adult children as the beneficiary of her 401k. If her husband receives it in her passing, he may have to pay a much higher tax on the payout than her children, and that she was grateful for that information. Is that why a lot of other cultures leave the homes and the monies to the children as opposed to the spouse, or put them in LLCs or businesses or?
Right. You want to go where you're the best benefit of what the best payout is going to be.
Right.
And if that's the case in their advisement, then that's what you need to do. You need to, as far as homes and different things like that, that generally does not, that's a 401k. So that's talking about money. When it comes to money, it's a little bit different than a house. Say a house, you can leave your house to your spouse and there would not be a penalty, or whether you left it to the child or to the spouse. Okay. The same is true of beneficiary with insurance. It's just to whomever, the percentage, how you break it down, who gets what when it comes to your insurance. If you should die, when you die, who will get the breakout of the beneficiary money. But that's but you have to be aware of, like she just said, the 401k, if her advisor advised that. That's why we have to be in contact and connection with people who know these things and who can help. Yeah. And that's why I encourage any of you to have questions. You can always reach out to me, and I'd be glad to sit down and talk with you. We can do it in person. We can do it via Zoom. We can do it over a cup of coffee. However, my goal is to empower and to enlighten and educate, because we really need to understand how our money works for us. And we need to set up, you need to have different things set up. You need to have an emergency fund.
Correct.
Okay. You need to have that. You need to have a long-term fund. You need to have something, that you're reaching for, goals that you're setting for. Okay, I want to get this down the road. All right, set that aside. But you need an emergency fund. In
addition to your travel fund.
Yes, there you go. Those funds. Set up those funds that you want. And that is so true. Those things that really are interesting in your life, or that you're interested in.
Yes.
You want to have funds, and you want to have a budget. You want to have a budget. And it is so true that we need to know how much. What if your adult kids aren't good with money? Can we do payments and not lump sums? You can do payments for them for sure. You pay a premium every month. You can do it monthly. Is
the option for a lump sum, or is it just?
You can pay more than just the monthly premium. Yes.
Okay. Because sometimes I know people get their income tax. That's what I was saying prior. I was like, people will get their income tax and they're like, okay, instead of, doing something other than that, you can literally go pay off your life insurance for the year and then be done and not worry about that monthly payment if it's not affordable.
Yeah, you can. You definitely can. We teach you about if you're in debt, which a lot of people are. And again, most people don't know how much, but we teach you and we show you how to look at your debt. Look at your debt. We want to break it all down. We ask you to give us all the information, everything. Look at your debt. Now let's do some debt stacking. Okay, let's do some debt stacking. Let's take and say, okay, let's pay this one off. And then we take that money, that payment, and put it on another one and help pay that one off. And then put it on another one and help pay it. So it's called debt stacking. So slowly, but surely, we are paying off our debt. And the key is to not make more debt.
So this is part of the financial literacy that you guys teach. You said they blow on the income tax before they take payday. They're taking loans on the income tax already.
Yes.
I seen that. That's crazy.
Yes.
I don't want to say it's crazy because I probably did it in my 20s. I apologize to whoever's watching who did it. I did it in my 20s. I was on the way to the hospital with a baby, but I needed money for diapers. So it was emergency.
Right. And you didn't have your emergency fund set up yet.
I didn't have no emergency fund. I was not financially literate.
That's exactly right.
Illiterate.
Right. So that's
I ain't have nothing.
Right. So we want to help people understand the need of a budget.
Okay.
We want people to understand how to get out of debt.
Yes.
We want them to have an emergency account. We want them to have a short-term account and then a wealth building account where they're making plans for the future. You can't make plans for the future in the future. You need to start thinking about, okay, what do I want in the future? What am I hoping for? What do I want to buy a house later on? Okay, home ownership is so much better than you paying somebody else's child's college. You owe them rent.
The rent is like $2,500 now.
Yeah, you need to have things set up in order for you, for your own success. And what we all want is debt freedom. None of us want to be sitting around in debt for the rest of our lives. And that's
interest, all this interest.
Yes, the interest alone is a killer. The interest alone is a killer. So we want to make sure that we are working toward owning, not renting.
Yes.
Owning, not renting.
Owning.
That's
for the rest of our lives. And even getting a mortgage. Okay. And even when we put our money in the bank, do you know the bank gives us hardly any interest at all?
Yeah.
On our money. I don't know if anybody's looked at their bank statement lately, but you get very little interest. And
very little.
They may give you 3%, but when they loan your money out, they're charging 12% or more.
Right. They making money hand over fist.
Money off of your money. They're making money off your money. So why don't you make your money work for you? And that's why we encourage the investment piece. Make your money work for you. Budget equals boundaries and responsibility. Exactly.
Absolutely.
And you have to be willing to stay within the boundaries. You have to be willing
turn down some stuff sometimes. Because I do. I be like, I want to go on vacation every week.
Yeah, exactly. It's okay to say no. It's a complete sentence. Put an exclamation at the end and just say no. You have to. You have to realize that if I want to, I may have to make some sacrifices now to enjoy things later. And that's okay. That's okay. You may have to sacrifice now to have the greater later. And it's doable. It is so doable. And like I said, one of the things too we encourage people to do is get a will. Get a will. Everybody needs a will.
Everyone.
We have a legal agency also. We have I have the ability to help people get wills set up for themselves and for their families, because then there's people sometimes say, oh, I don't need a will, I don't have anything. People fight over the littlest things.
I'm ready to go to bat over my dad's screwdriver he got in the garage. I'm ready. I don't know if they're gonna let me on the property, but I want something out the garage. And you're right. Like, I'm ready. I'm prepared to go to bat. The man has no will.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. And I tell parents all the time too. I said, you have children, and God forbid something were to happen to you, and those children are still not able to take care of themselves. Who are you leaving them with?
Yes.
Because you got this one fighting. Okay. No, I want my niece. I want my nephew. They're going to split the kid. Okay. Because inevitably there may be a Social Security check attached to that child.
Right. Yes. And people do take the kids for the money.
Exactly. Whereas if you know already, this one, this family member would be best suited that God forbid something happened to me to raise my child.
Yes.
You need to do that. It's almost like Nina was talking last week about what you want in your obituary. Well,
Yes.
what do you want in your will?
Correct.
What do you want in your will? And we have to think about that. None of us want to die and leave our children. None of us. We want to see them all get grown and able to take care of themselves. That's the prayer, and that's the goal. But sometimes that's not the case.
Yeah.
So don't leave it to chance. Don't leave it to, okay, we'll see what happens.
Right, because these people are going to take care of them. Those people might not even be they might not be able to take care of them at that point in life.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
so you
I
really
agree.
have to think about that. So we have prepaid legal where we can sit down and help you get your will set up, get everything in order. We have identity theft, because that's a big thing too. People's identities are getting stolen. And you wonder why things start missing in your accounts, and you got this open, you got that open. You have to understand how to put a lock on all that, so that people can't do that and take away your things. We have
because you can lock. I'm sorry, you can lock your social security number or something like that. Can you? I hear you can do that.
I don't know about locking your social security number, because if you ever call them and tell them you lost your social security card, they just send you another one.
What's that thing? Josh was saying, babe. He said gets locked.
Your credit account.
Your credit.
Oh yeah,
your
I have a
credit.
lock on mine. Nobody can open an account. I even went to open a credit card on my own, and they said you can't do this. You have to go through and unlock your stuff for you to even get it. Because mine is all three of mine are locked.
Gotcha.
All three of them. Oh, because there's 3 different credit bureaus. You want to lock it down on all of it, and then you have to password protect it and all that, so that no one else can open anything in your name. And that's important too. And that is very important. So we just want everybody to be as educated, as informed, and as empowered. Education is power.
Yes.
Education is power. But once you get the education, you can't sit on it. You got to do something with it. I always say, you get all this information and you need further explanation. You have to get that. All right. But it's like, if you don't take it and use it, it's like you go to the doctor because you're complaining because this is wrong, that's wrong. He gives you a prescription. You bring the prescription home, sit it on the table, and never open the bottle.
And just do nothing.
And it's going to do nothing for you. You're just going to get sicker and sicker. So with all the education we get, we have to put it into practice. We have to do something with it. We can't just say, oh, no, I can't do this. Yes, you can.
Right.
Yes, you can. Yes, a living trust is key for a house. If you have a trust, I have a girlfriend right now who is an attorney, can help you put your home into a living trust so that it cannot be lost or taken away.
Gotcha.
Or lost or taken away, because that's what she said to me. She said, I'm getting ready to get an attorney to get a trust for my house because I don't want my children to mess around and lose what I've built.
Right.
Everything like that. So you want to make sure. And that's why it's also important to have homeowners insurance. You have to have homeowners insurance. God forbid something happened to your house and it gets destroyed. You have nothing.
Yes.
If you don't have homeowners insurance.
So you were saying that Primerica, not Prime America, Primerica. I know I want to say it like the Walmart, the Home Depot. Primerica covers more than just life insurance. It covers other types of insurance?
It covers homeowners insurance. It covers homeowners insurance, and like I was just saying, you want to make sure that you have and it covers auto insurance as well. All right. And then another big piece for us is the investment piece. And we have licensed agents right within our team, the team I'm on, that can talk to you about investments, can get you set up with investments so that your money is growing. Your money is growing even during that whole term.
Oh, that's a question.
It's supposed to be, but if you let your homeowner's insurance lapse or drop, they can drop you. They can drop you. And I know people who've had to utilize their homeowner's insurance. My sister, for one, she had been paying in her homeowner's insurance. She had a flood. So they came out and they repaired it. Well, the plumber she used this did something and it broke again.
Oh no.
So what she did was, so she had another flood. So what happened was, because they looked at it then, not connected to the first, as two separate incidents, they sent her a letter, because they had to pay, that she had 30 days to get a homeowner's insurance because they were dropping her.
Oh no.
Yeah. They can drop you.
Wow, that's terrible. It's not even her fault.
Yeah, they can drop you. Life homeowners insurance, they can drop you, and they will. And if you miss a payment, and they can drop you.
So if your house is paid off, do you have to have homeowners insurance?
Sure. Oh, definitely. Definitely. You want homeowners insurance as long as you are living. You need homeowners insurance, because even if your house is paid off, say your house, God forbid, caught on fire, that has nothing to do with the fact that it's paid off. The insurance is what covers the fire and allows you to rebuild.
Right.
If you, just because it's paid off, you do not have, no, if it burns up, then it's paid off, but that means you're starting all over again.
Yeah, some people.
Whereas you need homeowners insurance.
Yeah, I'm a little upset that they like dropped your sister.
Yeah, they did. So
for something that's not even her fault.
She had to literally go and find new homeowners insurance.
And was it very difficult for her to get another insurance because of that?
She got questioned and quiz. You know, the people are very quick. Why don't you have it? What happened? Blah 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 blah, and everything like that. But she was able to get a policy. She wrote. She
okay, good.
But the fact, you know, when you've paid into something for so long, and then you miss a payment, or not miss a payment, you have an incident where you utilize the insurance that you've paid into.
What it's supposed to be for.
Right. Right. Yeah. But and then, like I said, they can also drop you if you miss a payment, or if it's the attorney, or you know how it renews every year or whatever. If you don't, I found out from people that if they miss the initial payment and you go to pay it, they can say, well, no, we're going to drop you because you didn't make that first payment. Even if all along, like, because some insurance companies I'm finding will tell you, okay, if you miss, they give you a grace period. I think it's like 14 days, something like that. So what somebody was telling me, a friend was telling me, you get 14 days grace. Well, the initial payment came when it, kicks over each year, and they missed that, but they went to make the payment and it was in that grace period. And the insurance company told them, no, you don't get grace for the first payment. It's the ones that come.
Wow.
So they dropped them. After having been with that company, I think they were there with that company.
Loyalty. Where's the loyalty? We are so loyal.
Over 30 something years they have been with us.
Oh.
And they did over the initial payment. Yes. Yes. Everybody is not, and what it boiled down to, I felt like what happened was they had utilized the insurance because they needed something done at the house. And I think that I think that was their way of saying, okay, you've already used your money. And, and even though you've been with us all these years, you took out this, we had to pay this amount because they had an incident at the house that had to be covered by the insurance. Yeah. And I really think that a lot of times the insurances, you pay into them, but they do not want to have to pay out.
They don't.
They don't want to have to pay out. They really don't. So you run that risk, but you have to keep that insurance. Keep that insurance. And like I said, we also do prepaid legal, and everything like that. Mortgages. We've gotten into doing mortgages as well. So there's a lot of financial situations we help people to handle. And the question is, it's always good to have all your insurances under the same company, under the same umbrella.
Yes.
So you can do that with Primerica. You can have your life, you can have your auto, you can have your home, and everything like that. So
just pay one bill.
There is an advantage of keeping everything under one umbrella. And we have programs for our children. I want to, say that we help parents start saving now for children's education later.
Okay, so that's cool.
Yeah, if you have a child, we help you begin to save now. and they can get a college education, and you can start saving for it early. So you can help them to reach their dreams. So we offer that as well. Because a lot of times, don't wait till, all that money we spend sometimes trying to figure out what we're going to do. Put it into a program that is going to help the money build and be there when your child gets ready to go to college.
Got you. So the email is on the screen, folks. If you would like to reach out to Emily Cannon of Primerica, I'm a struggle with it every time. Here is her email on the screen, Emily Cannon at Primerica.com. Email her. She said she will call you, Zoom you, coffee, tea, visit. However, she is here for your financial literacy needs.
Yep, we can sit around the kitchen table and talk it out. We discuss the needs and go from there. There. I just so want our community, and not just our community, all communities and all people. But since we're in Black History Month, I just need for our community to really get the benefits of all of this. I want everybody to be benefited from it, but I really want, because there are so many things that we need to do to to make sure that we're secure and our families are secure. And oftentimes we don't step up and take that initiative, and we have to. We have to protect ourselves, our families, our children's, our assets, what we have, and it helps us to build on the future and everything like that. And like I said, we want to leave a legacy, not a burden. They can even text me if they want. I will even give my phone number. You can text me. If you call, I won't answer probably because I won't recognize the number. But if you text me and say, I saw you were on this, and can we talk? I have no problem.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. I when I say I really want to help, I really want to help.
It's genuine right there. Yeah. So make sure when you text, y'all, make sure you say, I seen you on Beyond the Surface podcast with Sharene. Okay.
And I'm interested in.
And I'm interested in some financial literacy.
Yes.
Health insurance. What is it? Life insurance.
Yes. You can do auto home. You can do
auto home.
Legal. And if you want to look at the investment piece, I can connect you with that. Mortgages. If you want your child insured, you want your child's tuition and education, you want to look at that. We do annuities. We do Roth RAs, IRAs. So we offer a lot of things that everyone needs and take advantage of. And the sooner the better. The sooner the better. Even if you're older, you can still get assistance. My mother had life insurance. They sent her.
Yeah, can you address that real quick? If you can.
She said she had given her coverage. They sent her.
It says my mother had life insurance. They sent her. What is it? They sent her the She's Protected letter. She passed away 3 months ago, and they denied her claim. Said she had fibromyalgia, and they wouldn't have given her coverage.
So I'm trying to figure out, when did they find out about the fibromyalgia? Or are they saying that they covered it up so she could get insurance and they didn't tell the truth? Or especially when it says they wouldn't have given her coverage. So was it a condition they're saying she had and she kept it a secret, or she didn't tell the truth when they assessed her for insurance?
Keno, you can Emily said she is taking, if you text message her, she can give you some very personal conversation about that. So did you want to give your you said you were okay with giving your phone number and email?
I'm ready to do it right now. Yes. 856-332-6195. 856-332-6195. Call me if you're serious. Don't call me if you're not really serious.
Don't call him hawing around, wasting time.
If you don't really want anything, or you're just like, nah, yeah, or no. I need people who are serious and want what I have to offer financially to help you help yourself and your family. So yeah, feel free to give me a call. But that's why when we do the assessment for the insurance, we ask questions. We ask questions about health conditions and things. Now I'm not sure, because it said that they said had they known she wouldn't have got coverage. So that sounds like they're trying to say that something wasn't told forth in the beginning. So make sure that, that you're just honest and upfront.
Yeah.
That's the way I believe it has to be, that you have to be honest and you have to be upfront so that you get the best coverage.
Correct.
May it be rated differently? Okay. If there's different conditions, yes. But those are things we would go over with you. We talk over with you. We'd even tell you once we got through it, if we felt that you're insurable, based on what we learn about you. But
so if you are healthy and then you get sick,
if you're already insured, there's nothing, you're not going to get dropped.
Okay. There you go, Keno.
Keep paying your premium. Yeah, there's no issue if it comes after you've already been insured, because that could happen to any of us.
Right.
God forbid, any of us that we have life insurance, and God forbid we get, something we get sick or something. We have to, know then that, I'm already insured. Don't drop it. Keep paying the premiums.
Keep it.
If you drop it, then you're gonna probably wind up with some issues getting it back. So that's why I always tell people too, because we have people that'll get life insurance and they'll pay for it, and then next thing you know, they miss a payment, and then before you know it, they're like, I can't do this. I can't afford it. So what we tell them, don't stop paying your premium. Reach out to me. Say to me, okay, my income situation has changed. What can I do? So what I'm going to do is change and get you down lower.
Lower the premium so the payment is less.
Yes. It would be less coverage, but we can work with you other than having you drop it and be totally uncovered.
That makes sense.
You don't want that to happen.
Until you're in a better financial situation.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So there are things we can do. People just have to inquire, and they have to realize how important their life is.
Yes.
If I can encourage you with anything, your life is valuable. You are uniquely created, and you bring value. You bring value to your family. You bring value to yourself. You bring value to whomever you're connected to. Understand your worth. Ensure your worth. Ensure your value. Ensure your life.
Ensure your worth.
Yes, you are important. You are important. So sometimes it may cause you, as I say, I've learned you have to disconnect from some things and connect to what's important. And it ought to be you, and your focus has to be on you. So we may have to let some of those other things go and focus on, this is what I need. This is my immediate need right now for myself, my children, my grandchildren, my family, my life.
Yes.
You're important. You just have to know it.
You just have to know it. Thank you for coming on, honey. That was so great. I am so glad. Like, you gave us so much information. Like you said, we were empowered. We're encouraged. We're enlightened. We are informed today. We have the information. Right. There is no reason, and there's no reason for us not to have these types of insurance and financial literacy. Like, you gave us so many tools.
One of the books I want to just say real quick is that we use, and what we encourage people with, is How Money Works. Okay, you probably can maybe see it a little bit. Yeah, there you go. How Money Works. All right. And I can give people the information or the QR codes for this, but you want to look into this. This breaks it down into how your money works, what you should be doing with your money, how to get out of debt, how to do everything. We go over this with you, how your money works.
Gotcha.
And everything like that, so that you have a clear understanding of everything that needs to happen with your money, how money works.
And Keno, like Tim Spain said, he said, do not take this lying down. Don't take the decision. Fight the denial. And if you believe it is incorrect, you have someone here who can maybe give you some insight on that.
So give some insight and some guidance, so we can go through it. And then you have grounds on which to fight.
Right.
Sure. Sure,
So, yes.
especially if you feel like it was definitely done wrong, because 3 months after the person dies, then they deny it. You have to look into that. That really needs to be looked into. And don't just, like he said, take it lying down and just say, okay, forget it. They're not going to do anything.
Yes. So thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Yes,
and to everybody who commented, thank you so much for your comments. Thank you for the questions. I hope I was helpful in answering and gave you some insight and empowered you some more and encouraged you some more.
You did. This is your host, Sharene Colson of Beyond the Surface podcast. My feet are planted. My head is to the sky. As always, this is God's podcast. Like, everything I do is for the empowerment of the kingdom. It's to help our people get closer to God, to encourage us, to empower us, to inform us, to educate us, to enlighten us. Thank you all for tuning in. I know we went a little over the time, but we had some great information. I know we had a lot of comments, and I appreciate everyone tuning in this week. In case you came in a little late, we did a book giveaway of I Give Myself Permission. Kat won, so I will inbox her. Join me next week. Next Thursday, I am talking to my sister. She's coming on. We're going to talk about the community and transgender kids. So yes, we are talking to the community, and we're talking about our community. It's our community now. So we want to know what you guys think, what's happening in the community with us. So yes, tune in next Thursday. My sister will be here. Deanna, where's she at? She's in the comments somewhere. But yes, thank you all for tuning in. We talk about all things life, love, and family. So I thank you all for coming in. Thank you, Dr. Emily Cannon, for being such a great guest. I hope you guys have the information that you need. Don't forget to email her or call or text her your information. Let her know that you seen her here, and that you want more information. So yes, everyone have a fantastic night. Thank you all for viewing. Shout out to Pop on Tuesday. We'll see him. And Ron Colson, congratulations for the drop off being on his short film.
Well. Yes, check me out on the screen.
Come check him out on the screen. Yes. So everyone have a blessed night. Have a great night. And we will see you next Thursday. Yes. Have a good night, everyone.